I do sometimes forget. POTA, P-O-T-A, Parks on the Air. Okay. So here we go with, all right, so wait till the word's done.
Sand.
C.
I heard somebody miscopy an A as an N.
S-E.
A.
C.
C, okay, here we go.
Yes.
Nest.
Test.
Hope it was nest.
Nest.
Nest, okay.
Again. Tent.
Tent it is. Okay, next one.
Same? Oh,
Snake.
We got snake. I'm going to do it again. Okay.
That's an AKE.
Next one.
Knee.
E.
Knee, K-N-E-E. Okay, next one.
Keen.
What was it?
Keen.
Keen.
K-E-E-N.
K-E-E-N, keen. Okay, next. And by the way, if anybody wants to hear anything again, you should tell me. So here we go.
Make.
Make.
Yeah, there was one more.
Makes.
Makes.
M-A-K-E-S. Okay. Next one. Here we go.
Tent. Tense.
We got
E-N-S-T.
tents.
Tense.
Okay. Okay, one more, and then we're going to move on. Okay.
Meat.
Meat.
M-E-E-T. Okay. All right, so we're going to start adding new letters. Here we go.
I.
And what does that sound like? What does
Did
that
it.
sound like?
Did
Did it?
Did it. Did it. Did it.
All right, so that's a letter I. Okay, so let's do a couple. Let's do some words that have I's in it, if we will.
Sit.
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 Very good. Okay. How about this one?
Main.
Main.
Main. All right, is everybody getting the A's and the N's and not mixing them up?
Usually.
Okay.
We mix them up.
Sometimes.
Okay, next one.
Anime.
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 Yep. A-N-I-M-E. Okay. How about
Tint.
tint?
Tint.
T-I-N-T. Yep. Okay. Next word.
Knit.
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 With a silent
Knit.
K.
Mhm.
Okay. Next.
Think.
Sink.
Sink.
Si-
Okay. Go with the next one.
In.
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 Kin. K-I-N. Okay. Next one.
Ink.
Ink.
Ink. All right. Well, everybody get the coughs and sneezes out of the way.
Achoo.
That's two. Gesundheit. Okay, here we go. Next one.
Mink.
Mink.
Ink.
Mink. Yep.
Mink.
Okay. Yep. Okay, how about
Stain.
Stain.
stain? S-T-A-I-N. Is everybody comfortable with that, or should we? Like I
One
said,
more time.
one more
I'm
time.
probably only getting maybe 75% of them.
Well, okay. That's 75% more than nothing, right? Here we go.
Stain.
That's- Yep. Okay. How about?
Satin.
Satin.
Satin. Okay. Next word.
Stamen.
You get stamen. Anyone need it again?
Stamen.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, stamen.
All right. Ready? Next one. Stamina. We get stamina.
Very good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so you guys get to pick the next letter we're going to do. So I'm going to open it up to an O or an R or a, let's see, how about an O, an R, or a C? What do you want to hear next?
Oh.
Oh,
We got it. We got
R.
more O's. Oh, we got an R.
O's. O's.
Okay.
I don't know C's, but I want to learn it.
Okay. Well, we'll do that. How about we do that next? Okay. So here's the O. What does it
Da
sound
da
like?
da
Da da
da
da.
da da. Da da da.
Okay. So we're going to start using the letter O. Here we go.
Wah.
Wah.
Moi.
Moi.
Usually with a question mark after. Moi.
Moi?
Moi. Next.
Ion.
Ion.
Ion. Eon. Ion. Ion.
Next.
Not.
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 Not with
Not.
a K. Yeah. K-N-O-T. Okay. Next one.
Tune.
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 T-O-O-N.
Yep, like a cartoon. Okay. How about this one?
Moot.
Moot. We got moot. The point is moot.
Moot.
The point is moot. All right, next one.
Moan.
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 Mm.
Okay. Next one.
Amino.
Amino.
Amino. Like an
Amino.
amino acid.
Amino.
Amino.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. How about okay, here we go.
Soon.
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 Hey, sweet
Okay.
pie.
All right, this is for our Canadian friends.
Moose.
Moose.
We get a moose. Okay. How about the next one? How about we get soot? Okay. I would like to point out that I know for those of you who live down in like southern Ontario and the Greater Toronto area, the chance of seeing a moose is when you go to the zoo. So I know there's not a lot of moose down there, but I actually, for my job, I get to go to places like northern Alberta and east of Saskatoon and northern BC and Grand Prairie and all these places where there are moose that I get to see, and they're really really big,
Yeah,
and they like to run across the road at right at dusk.
yeah. Every time we got to the forest, we almost ran over a moose every time,
Yeah,
or a deer.
they're really big. They'll do a lot of damage to your car.
Yeah, in '89 I saw a Camaro that hit a moose. Well, the windshield was completely gone.
Yeah, yeah. Does the person
more-
survive it?
I don't know. We drove by,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's more
So
it's more like than the body.
I heard there's an automotive test called the Moose test, and it wasn't whether or not you survive hitting the moose; it's whether or not you can swerve fast enough to avoid the moose.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that moose, like elk, they're very tall. So if you hit them, they fall onto the car. So they do an enormous amount of damage.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now we're going to add a letter R. Because I think we beat the O to death. And what's the sound of an R?
Da-da-dit.
Da-da-dit.
Did-da-dit.
That was excellent. Da-da-dit.
Did-da-dit. Did-da-dit.
Okay, so now that's a letter R. Da-da-dit. So we're going to start making some R words. Here we go.
Art.
Did-da-dit.
Yep, da-da-dit. Here we go.
Rot.
Rot, R-O-T.
Rot. Rot.
Next one.
Tor,
Tor.
T-O-R.
like the pressure.
Like the pressure, yes. T-O-R-R. Okay. How about this one?
Era.
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 Era, yep. Next one.
Tar. Tear.
Tart.
Tart.
Tart, T-A-R-T, yep. Okay, next one.
Error.
Error.
Error. Everybody get the O in there?
Mm.
And you got 3 R's to practice from.
Yep.
So, okay, next line.
Arrear.
Was there an S?
Arrears.
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 Yep, you're in
Uh-huh.
arrears. You're late on your payments. Okay, next.
Star.
Star.
Star. Yeah.
Star.
Okay, next one.
Theory.
We get a steerate, and I'll do it again.
Cherry.
Here we go.
Got it, but what does it mean?
A stearate. That's basically a soapy. It's a soapy compound, like sodium stearate. I'll do it again. By the way, this we'll get to know. 8 dits in a row means I made a mistake and go back to the beginning.
Ah.
If
That's
you
basically
make a
like-
mistake in that,
Yeah, that means I made a mistake and let's go back to the beginning of that. So, here we go. All right, we got stearate.
Yeah.
Okay.
The A's and the R's are a little tricky.
Okay. Well, it's just, practice, practice, practice. You want to hear more A's and R's together? Okay. Okay. Here we go.
I have trouble sometimes with R's and K's.
Yeah, but don't say that because now everybody's going to have to take that trouble
Okay,
with it.
nobody heard me, right?
They don't sound anything alike.
Nope.
Right? Everybody, what's a K?
Da-di-da.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
And,
Da-di-da.
and what's an R?
Did it?
Da-di-da.
That's like saying that an A and a V kind of like remind you of the same thing because an A is sort of like an upside down V, right? But they don't really look anything alike. They don't sound anything alike.
Da-da, da-da-da-da.
Da-da. Da-da.
Right. I'm just saying, when you draw a letter V,
Da-di-da.
when you draw a letter V, it looks like that, and an A kind of looks like that. So an A is like an
When
upside
I'm writing
down V.
U's and V's, I try to make like my U's a little square
Mhm.
so that they don't look like V's.
Yeah, nobody can read my writing except me.
The U has a little tail.
Yeah. Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Next word.
Rare.
Yeah, there's another letter.
Rarer.
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 R-A-R-E-R. Okay. Told you I'm gonna, if you want to hear the
more
difference
rare
between A's
than
and
rare.
R's, we're gonna just work it. Here we go. See, I'm kind of like a programmable jukebox.
Area.
Area.
Area. A-R-E-A.
Area.
Yep. Okay. Next.
Aries.
Eris.
Aries.
Aries.
Yep. Yep. Next.
Armor.
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 Myrrh.
A-R-M-O-R.
You missed the M.
Okay, we'll do it again. next one.
Market. There,
Marker.
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 Marker, M-A-R-K-E-R. Yep.
I wish you could come back in a bit.
Hmm? What, Joanna?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on mute. Gary's doing something with this camera over here, and I can't hear you and him at the same time. I apologize.
Go away, Gary. Yeah, they're friends of mine. That's the only
There's
reason.
more of us than there are of you.
That's right. That's right. All right, here we go. Next.
Mark.
Smirk.
Smirk.
Mark.
Okay, next one.
App.
Karma?
Norma?
Korma.
Everybody get korma?
Mhm.
Anyone ever eaten korma? I really
Nope.
like it.
Ah,
Wow.
okay.
Really like korma. Okay, so did everybody get smirk before that, or where I saw a couple of shaking heads on smirk?
I didn't.
All right, we're gonna do it again.
Okay.
Smirk. And do you want to hear korma again?
Sure.
Okay. How about this next one?
Storm.
Storm.
Storm, S-T-O-R-M. Does anybody want to take a guess how many letters we've done so far? Without looking, just take a guess.
9.
Yeah, 8 or 10.
We've done 10. We've done 10 letters already.
Ah,
Yeah,
wow.
I know. We've already done 10 letters. Okay, here we go. Next one. Let's see. I'm running out of things to write. Here we go.
Root.
Root.
Next.
Morse.
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 More.
M-O-O-R-S.
Morse. Morse.
Okay. Next one.
Noir.
Noir. Like film noir. Yes.
Black and French.
Like in French. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Iron.
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 Ah, very good.
So the interesting thing is that the hope is that every time we do a class, the letters that we've already done in the past hopefully seem like old friends. And you don't have to think too hard about them. So you only really have to think about the new ones. So that's the goals, So we basically hit you with 7 the first day because those are the easy ones. And then we'll add 3 or 4 a day for the rest of the time until we're done with all of them. And then we'll be done with all of them.
So how many words a minute are you sending
It's about
right
five.
now?
It's about 5 words a minute.
Oh, goodness.
But the characters are like 18 words a minute. So here we go, next one.
Orient.
We got Orient. I was thinking about doing Orienteer, but I didn't want to make it too long. You know.
Would you go over that one again, please?
Sure.
Was a bit lost.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Question.
Yep.
So sometimes I'm good with shorter words, and when there are more letters to the word, then I get bogged down.
Okay.
Does that happen to other people?
Yes.
I mean, you can write down letters as you go. If you find that they're just getting too long to remember, I mean that's not a problem. It's when you completely use that as a crutch, and even for 3-letter words, you don't know what it is until
Or you're starting to think about what words it could be.
yeah.
Right, exactly. So I'm missing one letter, and then it's a 6-letter word. I'm missing the 4th one, and then I just lose everything else.
That is actually a big problem for everybody, because they miss one and they think because nobody wants to miss it. It's very hard to just write down a blank on a piece of paper and say I missed
put
it
an
and I'll come back and fill it in later. I usually just put an underscore, indicating that there was something that was there, but I didn't know what it was, and then I'll go back and figure out what it was later.
So are you saying that we shouldn't be writing down the letters as you key them?
You can. I mean, it's not a problem to do so. Whether you want to do it by memory or on paper, is either way is okay. Just so long as they're letters and not dits and das on the paper.
Okay.
I've been writing it down.
Yeah, 1 letter at a time.
Same here.
I've been trying.
I have been too.
Me too.
Yeah.
So if you know how to type, which I'm not a great typist, sometimes people type it. That is a good thing. But I'm a crappy typist, so it's easier for me to write it with a pencil.
I make a lot of mistakes when I write.
So, Cindy, I have a similar problem. Like with long words, I also have a problem with short words. Like if it's just a couple of letters, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I was like thinking there was another letter coming, but now there's like a space drifting between. I'm like, oh, I lose my synchronization somehow. Yeah.
Yep. Well,
And I'm guilty of losing it if I miss a letter. My mind.
I just put a scratch.
Everybody does that. You are absolutely not alone.
Yeah.
So what I can do, I'm going to send 2 words. I'm going to try to think of something that's 2 words. Let's see.
In the group of letters that we have.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I know this is 1 word, but I'm going to split it into 2, and you'll be able to tell the difference between the 2 words. Okay, here we go.
Airman.
Airman.
So an airman, but I split it into 2 words. So, but you can hear the gap between words is considerably longer than between letters. So that's just something that just is something that you'll get used to the more you do.
Hey Scott.
Yep.
I have been having some fairly serious problems with stringing words together. So today I started I'm looking at this LCWO. And if I set it up for plain text training, I can set it so that I can set the character speed and the effective speed words per minute, and it throws some words at me. And I get confused, but it's good practice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gets you used to hearing the gap between letters and words. What's up, Nate? You got your hand up, Nate.
Yeah, so when you make a mistake, I feel like if I'm going to be doing a lot, is it 8 dits or dots?
8 dits.
Okay, thanks. I feel like if I'm going to be messing up a bunch.
See, well, that's, pretty normal.
And if it's 9, what does it matter?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It's more of a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go. We're going to add another letter.
C.
C.
C. Dot dot it. Very distinctive letter. In fact, it's the only one that goes like that. And what does it sound like, everybody?
Dotted.
Dot dot it. Dot. Do that again. Remember, that did is really short. Dot dot it. 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 CQ.
I can't read that.
Dot dot it. Dot dot it. Dot dot it. Okay. So here we go with the letter C again.
Wait, is that C or K?
That's a C.
C.
C, I'm sorry.
Dot it. But now that you mention it, what's a K again?
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay, and C and K often come together. So, here we go. First one.
Kick.
We got kick. Okay. Next one.
Ick.
Ick. Yuck. Ick. Okay. Next one. How about core? C-O-R-E. Anyone need it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, C-O-R-E. Okay, next one.
Cane.
Cane. All right, so I would like to point something out. Okay, who here had more trouble with core than with cane? All right, who went the other way? Who had more trouble with cane than core?
A.
I have a lot of trouble with the letter you just went last. It was the number you went last. No, the word you went last.
What,
Cane.
core or cane?
Cane.
Cane?
I had
All right. Okay, we're going to do core again. And here's cane.
I think it's the A and the E and
Yeah.
The in the end, back to back is hard.
yeah.
Interesting. Because those are the, those are your old friend letters. Those are the first ones we did.
You'd think.
Yeah.
You'd think, yeah. Okay, next
But
one.
they're so similar.
No, they're
so-
not. They're nothing alike. They sound nothing alike. They're
For
only
you.
they're only similar because you think they're similar. But what's an A?
Ta-da.
Da.
Da. And what's an
Da.
N?
Dot it.
Dot it. Dot
Dot
it.
it. No, dot it.
Got it.
Dot it. Yeah, they sound
Dot
nothing
it.
alike. This is an A. This is an N.
Da.
Yeah, but somehow
Dot it.
brain sees them as similar because, like C, dot it, and then O is bit, bit. Anyway, so it's like a very different sound. It's like C is a
See-
very, anyway.
I'm mentally translating them. I know that it's either an A or an N, and I have to sit there and think, okay, so the dit was first, that's an A. Okay, yeah, got it.
That must
and
be
that- Yeah, and
That's
eventually, I
possibly
mean,
the problem.
and that's just training your brain to know that da, that just is an A. So here's an A, and here's an N.
God.
If you just take the whole thing as a whole, you know, you'll get to the point where they really don't sound the same. You know, the pattern is the same. The pattern is similar but different.
But it's a two, I don't know what you want to call it, like
It's two elements.
Syllable.
It's two elements.
two elements, whereas, you know, like when you did CO, C was multiple elements and O is just two, and then R is multiple elements again.
Yeah.
And E is, so it's, the pattern is more broken up. For me, my brain processes it much more readily than the second one.
Interesting. And this is why this is why I say, in a way, it's like a foreign language, because everyone's brain is going to learn it differently. So you know, you just have to give yourself a break, and realize that, you know, some people, like I never mixed up A's and N's, but I would say that probably 80% of people mix up A's and N's. Don't know why. Just, you know,
So
it is.
I have a request.
Yep.
Can you play two N's in a row and then the C by itself?
Oh, sure. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to make up a word here. Here we go. Ready?
Nancy.
A-N-N-C-E?
Yeah, that's what. Well, I made it up. You know, because you wanted to
Okay.
hear NNC.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, okay, so
I
there's a
invert
space
it.
in between.
Yeah.
Okay, because N is like a C.
No, it's not. It is, and actually, what you'll
No,
note
there's a
is
space in between.
when you're on the air, if you get some people, if you hear somebody that is running their characters together, you know, running their letters together, that does become a problem. You know, like if they do this, right? Let's say this is two N's versus a C. There's still a gap there,
Okay.
but if conditions aren't good, you know, they do run together.
And isn't
So-
that how pro signs are put together? Like a
we'll get to
KN?
that. Yeah, we'll get
I
to
know, but that's sort of like the same problem.
that. Well, like here we go. All right, I'm gonna add a pro sign right now. Okay,
What
so
is a pro sign?
a pro sign is a procedural signal. It's not a letter. It's not a word. It's not a letter. It's made up of letters that are run together. So over in the chat, I just put everyone see AR.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've done an A and we've done an R, right? Everybody, what's an A? Give me an A.
Dida.
Da.
Ta-da. Okay, what's an R?
Dida.
Didadi.
Oh, did.
Wait. Cindy, do that again.
Didadi.
Did it?
Dida.
Did.
Did
Didadi.
it? Yep. Okay, so this is an A.
Didadi.
That's an A, and this is an R. Everyone agree with that?
Didadi.
Right? So it would be like this. Okay, but now you see that bar over them? That means
Yeah.
that means you run them together. I put it in the chat. That means you run them together, end to end. So that would be this. Yep. So you can write it as an AR, but really it's its own character. It's, if you close your eyes and don't think about it, and don't think about what it looks like, it's da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Like a punctuation mark or something.
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, da-da-da-da means end of message. So anyway, we will be seeing all kinds of pro signs throughout here.
So it's like BK, another one, like
Not BK, but BT.
BT. Okay.
BT is a break sign or a double break.
Okay,
Sometimes,
so these pro signs are like special characters. They're not combining A and R. If you're gonna write like car, you wouldn't use it for that. It's
right. So here's like, okay, here. Tell me what this letter is.
S.
S.
S. How about this?
K.
K. That's a K. Okay. So.
Oh, silent key.
Yeah. Okay. Except that yes, and in fact, when you write it, it looks like this. I'm gonna put it in the chat. See SK with a bar over it?
Mm.
That's another pro sign. That means I'm done and closing my station.
Mm.
And it sounds like this.
Da da da.
Da 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 da.
So when you send that, do you send your sign, or do you send your call sign ahead of that or behind that?
I would send SK as the very last thing you send.
And then you turn the radio off.
Then you turn the radio off. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Now you can also do, you can say CL, which is 2 letters, which means I'm literally closing. It really means the same thing. So SK. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's all run together. So you really don't really want to think of it as letter S followed by the letter K. It's really this sound. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then it's often followed by, you're going to learn something new today. It's also followed by this sometimes.
Dit.
Anyone know what, well, it's actually dit. Anyone know what dit is?
That's the fist bump. That's goodbye.
Yeah, but where's it from?
It's from
Dave and a haircut.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
2 bits.
It came from somebody would go, and the other person would go.
Oh, dit.
And then the other person would reply. Just 2 bits. So. Okay, so we're going to do some more C's. I mean, you're basically looking at 180 years of history here.
Mm-hmm.
So, International Morse code, I believe, was 1856. So, 165 years? American Morse code was before that, but International Morse was like 1856.
Wow.
And we're basically using the same code that was used back then. Okay, here we go. Next.
Car.
Car, C-A-R.
Car, yeah, car.
Yep. Next.
Cake.
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 Okay, next one.
Knack.
Knack.
Knack, K-N-A-C-K.
Next.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, next one.
Anchor.
Anchor. All right, next word.
Sore.
Sore.
All right, so we got a canker sore.
Sore.
Okay, here we go. How about
Yeah.
yeah, well, you know, they're just words, right?
No, they're not
Doctor's
just
on there.
words.
They're not comfortable, but okay,
We're
here we
dealing with
go.
emergency problems here.
Yes, here we go. Next, here we go.
Racer.
Racer.
Yeah. Okay. Next word.
Okay. Yes.
Stacker.
Stacker.
Stacker. S-T-A-C-K-E-R. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. How about ooh, got enough to do 2 words in a row. Okay, here we go. 2 words.
Cairn Terrier.
We get a Cairn Terrier. Anybody want it again?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Cairn Terrier.
Second time I made a mistake.
Ah. You got it right the first time?
Yeah.
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 All right, here we go. Next.
Science.
Science.
Science. Okay.
Okay. Next word.
EMC.
MC.
MC. Yep. Okay. Master of Ceremonies. Okay. So, you know, I was debating whether or not to add one more letter which is really distinct from everything else we've done. And I think we could probably do that.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Yes.
The prosigns that you went over just a little bit ago,
Yeah.
are they part of tonight's lesson?
Not really.
Okay.
You'll just have heard them, that's all. That's AR. That's SK. But, you know, they just exist. We'll be getting back to them. Okay, so this one.
So far we've done K, M, E, S, N, A, T, O, R, C.
ORC and I.
Oh, and I.
All right, so we're going to add one more.
H.
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 Da-da-da-da. Yeah, and I can feel comfortable adding that one because that doesn't sound like anything that we've done really. Okay.
That
So
one's
here's-
harder.
That's like half a mistake.
Yeah. So here's
Yeah.
this. Here we go.
Half right, half wrong.
Here we go.
Shoe.
Shoe.
Shoe. Okay. Next one.
We can do some bad words now.
Home.
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 Some.
Ah, wait, did I hear some? Let's do it again.
Some.
Wait, we're going to start it again.
Oh.
H.
Home.
Home.
Okay.
I'm the one who said some.
Okay.
Yeah, that one slips me.
I said some also.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. Ready? Here comes another
Uh.
one. Here comes another one.
Mash.
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 Yeah.
Okay. How about
Tosh.
Tosh.
Tosh? Like
Tosh. Tosh.
It's a word. It's also like Tosh 2.0. So
No, H is.
Yeah. What about
Here,
H?
Tosh.
H is da 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 da.
No. Did it.
Or did.
Did it. Four dits. Did it. Okay, so let's see if we can make anyone's name. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
H. M.
Tom.
Tom, did you copy that?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. So we can do Tom. Very good. Oh, look. We can't do. We can do a different name. Here we go.
No.
Ross.
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 Yeah, I was thinking about doing Russ, but I can't do Russ yet.
Not
But I'll
yet.
have to wait for another day. Okay. How about?
Did-dee-da.
Yeah, did it. Here we go. Next one.
Moth.
Moth.
Moth. M-O-T-H. All right. Next one.
Shame.
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 Okay. Next one.
Keith.
Heather.
Heather. So you got it over.
Ah,
You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
please.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the next one.
Keith.
Ethan.
Ethan.
Ethan. Okay.
Even.
All right. Next word.
Sheath.
Sheath.
Keith. S-H-E-A-T-H. You got two H's for that one. Okay. How about this one?
Hank.
Hank.
Hank? We get an H?
Hank.
Let's do it again. Okay. How about this one?
Hairs.
Hairs. H-A-I-R-S. Does anyone want to hear that one again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hairs.
Okay, here we go. Next one.
Chair.
Chair.
Chair. Okay. Very last one.
Ham.
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 All right, we got
Ham.
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 All right, well, that's it for tonight.
All right.
Thank you.
So give yourself all a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Good class tonight,
It's a
Scott.
lot of work. I know it's hard. And
1, 2, 3,
So
4,
can
5.
let me ask a question. At the
Yep.
end of the 5 weeks, do you think we will be able to accomplish or capable of?
well, it honestly, it depends on every person and how fast they learn. I mean, at the end of 5 weeks, I figure that I will have taught you what I can teach you. Really, what it comes down to after that is how much time you put into it on your own.
Right.
Repetition.
Yeah. My biggest thing is word recognition or character recognition. So, and that's one of the things I struggle with. It seems like, and when you're listening to it at different speeds, at 5 words a minute, I'm typically listening at 15 words a minute, and so this is like, okay, now what is that?
But it gives you time to make sure you got it right.
Yeah.
Right.
Good.
I get into my head because I find myself trying to anticipate what you're sending, and when it's not what I think, then I get off track.
That's actually not uncommon, especially when you're having a conversation with somebody. If you truly have, let's say somebody's just sending you a call sign, right? Then you really don't know what's coming. But if you're having a conversation with somebody, you think you know what the word is, and then it turns out it's wrong. And then not only do you have to go back to copying, but you have to go back to where I was and left off and figure out what the rest of it was and try to fix it in your head.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that anticipation, the fact that, you think you know what word is coming and it's really not. It's a very
And
hard thing to
numbers
get over.
would be really tricky that way too.
It depends. I mean,
Like if you're copying like a random number frequency or something and you have no idea what's coming.
well, but then you have no anticipatory feelings at all.
Right.
You don't have any guess as to what it's going to be. In a way, that's actually easier. Like, oh, I got the 4. Oh, I got the 6. Oh, that was a 5. Okay. But if you know that the word is like memory, you don't know if it's going to be memory or memories. If you got MEMOR, and then you're thinking, okay, well, the next letter is going to be a Y, but it's an I. Uh-oh.
Right. And that'll trip you up, yeah.
And that'll trip you up. Yeah, so, and that happens all the time.
I usually get tripped up with the K's and the R's. I was
So
like,
you got to
I can't
work
go
on the.
forward.
You got to go back and work on the K's and the R's.
guys think I'm going to go onto that website you sent me?
Well, if you go into Morse Machine on LCWO and program it for just K's and R's.
K's and C's for me.
K's and C's.
And
Or,
S's and H's.
Well, there you go. I mean, if it comes down to that, but that's exactly what I use it for. Again, when I'm going, I set it for really fast, and I set it for like 4 da 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 and V da 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 da, and the same with 6s da 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 and B da 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 da, because those dits come so fast, like you can't count them. You have to feel them. You have to
hear
feel
them or feel
them. You
them,
really
right.
feel it.
Yeah.
It's not even hearing it at that point.
Use
You
the
just have
force,
to
Luke.
know what it is.
I have to do that with the H because it's like,
Yeah.
it's like I'm almost creating like a little box or something in my head. Or
Right. Well,
yeah,
and
you
then a
can't count
5,
them, they're too.
and then a 5 is da 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 da.
Yeah.
EISH5.
Yeah. Yeah. The 5 is da 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 da, and the H is da 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 da. So that's one of those differential things that I program in so I can practice.
Mhm. Yeah, I was trying to send this key with my keyer, but I always messed up with the 5.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. If you're using an electronic keyer, and you have to know when to get off the paddle to make it stop sending, because otherwise you send 5 dits instead of 4, and that's
And you'll
another
have to send
skill
8.
altogether.
Yeah, and I was also using Morse Mania to translate it again to see if I was typing or sending the correct letter. I think the program also has a little echo problem.
All right. Anybody else with anything else for tonight? I'm going to hit
Thanks
stop.